What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video. And many newspapers are reporting that Bobby Firmino, the Liverpool legend Roberto Firmino, wants to return to the Premier League. So would you take him back at Liverpool? Would you want Bobby Firmino to come back to Liverpool? That's the topic of this video, and it's a hot topic among Liverpool fans, so I thought I would make a video about it because Roberto Firmino, who left Liverpool as a free agent to join Saudi Arabian side Al Ahly on a 3-year contract, he actually had a brilliant start to his career there because he scored a hat-trick on the opening his debut game, but since then he has no goals and he has been unsettled in Saudi Arabia and he wants to go back to the Premier League. And the major reason why Bobby Firmino has not scored recently is that he hasn't started the last 8 games and Firmino is exploring his options. The newspapers are saying that he could be offered a route back to the Premier League. So do you want Liverpool to make a move for Bobby Firmino? Because it would be allowed for Bobby Firmino to go back to Liverpool on loan from January until the end of the season. So would you be happy if Liverpool decided to bring back Bobby Firmino on loan? And that could help Liverpool in this 6-week period when Mo Salah is off to the Africa Cup of Nations. We play Arsenal tomorrow. So let me know your score predictions in the comments below for the Arsenal-Liverpool game. And also, would you take Bobby Firmino back to Liverpool? I would take him in a heartbeat because he's been absolutely brilliant for Liverpool. He's a Liverpool legend and he still performed at a very high world-class level after he came back from his injury. He scored 2 goals, I think, in the last 3 or 4 games for Liverpool in the Premier League last season. And there are some other clubs who are interested in taking Bobby Firmino either on loan or as a permanent transfer. Fulham and Nottingham Forest are keeping tabs on Bobby Firmino's situation, and Sheffield United was interested, but they signed Villarreal forward Ben Brereton Diaz on loan, so I'm not sure if they would need any forward players. Firmino also has interest from Brazil and Turkey. Sources close to Saudi Arabia initially wanted to explore keeping Firmino in Saudi, with Al Ettifaq, Steven Gerrard's club, interested in his services. But Steven Gerrard also are with no wins in 2 months, so his position, the bench is shaking under him, let me say it like that. So his position is under threat, and the fall from grace from Steven Gerrard has been nothing short of spectacular since he won the league with Rangers. And what is interesting is that Firmino was in attendance for Liverpool's New Year Day win against Newcastle United, which was an absolute thriller, and Firmino and Fabinho were both in attendance. So could Liverpool have talked to Firmino regarding a loan deal or a possible return to Liverpool in that short time while Firmino was back at Anfield? There is a possibility of that happening, as some journalists suggested. Liverpool are still weighing up their options, what to do in the January transfer market. No formal offer has been received by Al Ahly for Firmino's long-term plans. Sorry, he hasn't signed for Al Hilal. Of course, he was playing for Al Ahly, and the last time Bobby Firmino started for Al Ahly was in October. Since then, he has only had cameo substitute appearances where he played 5 to 10 minutes as a substitute, sometimes 20 minutes as a substitute. And I think Bobby Firmino is a much better player than to just be on the substitutes bench. And since he scored his hat-trick, he has 3 assists but no goals for Al Ahly in 19 games. That's pretty surprising because Al Ahly usually scores quite a few goals, 2 or 3 goals and on average. So it's surprising that Bobby Firmino hasn't been involved in any goals. And yes, I was right, he scored 2 goals in his last 2 games for Liverpool in the Premier League against Aston Villa and Southampton. So I would take Bobby Firmino back to Liverpool in a heartbeat. He's still only 32 years old, so it's not like he's way past his best. He still showed last season that he can still cut it at the highest level for Liverpool in the Premier League. And in my opinion, Bobby Firmino is an absolute legend. 362 appearances, scoring 111 goals, and he won every single trophy that could be won in club football, every single major trophy, and some smaller ones as well. And I think as a loan deal, it's a no-brainer really, because it wouldn't cost a lot to get Firmino on a 6-month loan. Liverpool probably would have to pay just his wages and maybe a small loan fee for a half or £1 million for Bobby Firmino, and I think that would be absolutely brilliant, because yeah, it's a cheap deal and we get still a brilliant striker in at the time where we are a little bit short on forwards. With Salah gone, we only have 4 brilliant attackers, and Jota is just coming back from injury, so we have to be careful with the rotation, and Firmino would just add another option to Liverpool's rotation options, and that could actually help ease the burden on the other attackers. And this is what Bobby Firmino said when he made an emotional return to Liverpool. I'm very happy to be back here at home at Liverpool and the stadium as well at Anfield. I'm very grateful to God for bringing me these moments again to watch the game. Of course, I'm not playing this time, but I watch the game and I see the boys. It's always emotional to be back here at Liverpool. You cannot forget you were here. We had a very good history here at the club that we achieved together, and nobody can claim this history. It's already in the history books. And so we are here to support the boys. And even Fabinho admitted that he was impressed by our new midfield and our new players. It's really important for the team that the players that arrived are already playing good football, really integrated into the team. Players like Szoboszlai, McAllister, Endo are playing really well. It's important because the team lost some really important players. I think the new signings are doing a good job. Unfortunately, Thiago is not playing regularly at the moment, but I'm sure with his experience, he's helping these players as well. He talks a lot, he has really good communication. The players that arrived here are doing a great job. And I think that Bobby Firmino, if he was offered an option to come back to Liverpool, then he would take it, because he still has a very, very soft spot for Liverpool. He still loves the club, loves the place, and him being unsettled and unhappy really breaks my heart, because yes, he's getting very good money there, but for Firmino to not play in the Saudi League is really an insult, because Firmino is much, much better than that, to just be a substitute player at Al Ahly. Sorry, I always mix up these clubs, I apologize. But for Bobby Firmino, I think would still play a lot of games for Liverpool if he was here. And I absolutely loved what Bobby Firmino said when he left Liverpool. He said, my story with Liverpool has been a beautiful story that I wanted to finish the right way, and he finished it the right way. He scored 2 goals in 2 games. We are very grateful for everything that we experienced in England. All of our dreams, mine and my family's, were fulfilled. We experienced the greatest joys and triumphs. It was all so intense. We didn't want to leave with any bitterness, anger, or resentment, and I think Bobby Firmino left Liverpool the right way, so he will be always welcome back, and this could be a great homecoming. Imagine if Bobby Firmino could help us win another treble or quadruple, because Liverpool, more and more Liverpool fans are talking about this, that Liverpool could still win all the competitions that they have entered. We are in the League Cup semi-finals, we are first in the Premier League, and we are into the last 16 of the Europa League, and fingers crossed we will knock Arsenal out in the FA Cup. Then we could be through to the FA Cup 4th round, and one other big team would be already out. So hopefully Liverpool can knock Arsenal out, and all the competitions are still open for Liverpool. I don't think we will win it all, because we have a very thin squad with injuries at the moment, quite a lot of injuries, and also we have Salah and Endo not playing for Liverpool for another 5 or 6 weeks. So it will be this will be a tough period. But if we are still first in the Premier League when Salah and Endo come back from AFCON and the Asia Cup or Asia Games, then Liverpool have one hell of a chance to win the Premier League title. And that's why I would be leaning over towards getting Firmino back, because he could help Liverpool in this really intense period. Jurgen Klopp also confirmed that Dominic Szoboszlai has a hamstring injury, and he will miss 2 games, the Arsenal game and the Fulham League Cup game, but he could be back for Bournemouth. So that's actually a small injury. So obviously could be out for 2 weeks. And for Liverpool, it's good news that we actually had a lot of time to prepare for this Arsenal game, and after the Arsenal game, we still have time to prepare for our other games. So at least Liverpool have a little bit of time between games. We had 6 days between the Newcastle and the Arsenal game, and yeah, the Fulham game comes just 3 days after the Arsenal game, but after the Fulham game we have another 11 days to prepare for playing Bournemouth. But if we draw against Arsenal, then that winter break between January the 10th and January the 21st, which is like 1.5 weeks, that winter break will be disrupted. So Jurgen Klopp said there is no reason for us to rotate against Arsenal because we had 6 days and it's the FA Cup. We want to take it seriously. So Liverpool will probably play their strongest available lineup. It's also amazing that even though Jurgen Klopp said Tsimikas broke his collarbone, he's already running on the training ground. He's already doing gym work. He's not in full team training yet, but Tsimikas is in training with Liverpool, and with a broken collarbone, I'm not sure how that is possible. Some Liverpool fans said that Thiago donated body parts to Tsimikas while being injured. Of course that's a joke and I found it hilarious, so I wanted to share it with you guys, but that's just absolutely brilliant that Tsimikas is close to returning. Robertson is close to returning. He will be back before the end of February. Before the end of January, and we still haven't seen Thiago in full team training yet. But if Thiago is back before February or before March, then Liverpool could have an absolutely brilliant chance to win the Premier League, because Liverpool already have a great team. But if you add Thiago to that team, and who is a world-class midfielder with brilliant passing and brilliant tempo controlling, and his ability to unlock deep-lying low block defenses is absolutely world-class, then Liverpool could have an even better chance to win the Premier League title. And Jurgen Klopp is well aware that our near quadruple winning season, where we won 2 trophies, we lost the Champions League final, we lost the Premier League in the last 15 minutes of the Premier League season, that grueling 63 game season has ruined the next season, because the Liverpool players were knackered and we got so many injuries. And the season with the 3 finals and the Premier League was intense while we were in it, but it was good fun as well. The games the boys played, the 2 finals against Chelsea, were 2 of the best draws I saw in my life. Unbelievably intense, technically at a super high level. So it was a wonderful experience, and playing at Wembley is a top experience. I would not change it for anything. It was absolutely great. Obviously, the Champions League final is not on the horizon this season, but maybe there is a Europa League final, which is really difficult to reach because there are a couple of really good teams in it. But no, you cannot really think like that. We cannot go out of a competition just because we think we might have a problem next year. That would be a problem we have to sort then. And Liverpool could have helped themselves with signing a midfielder before last season, but that's all long gone. It's water under the bridge. But hopefully Liverpool have learned about that, and that's why I would advocate for Liverpool actually making a defensive signing in the January transfer window, but that's for another video. And Jurgen Klopp talked about how Liverpool could adapt their tactics without Mo Salah. When Mo Salah is playing, it makes sense that we play a specific way so that he can be in his favorite position. He deserves that and he helps us there the most. But when he is not there, we have to be creative, and maybe we will be creative with our lineup. And what is absolutely staggering is that Liverpool have lost only 2 of 27 matches that Mo Salah has not played for Liverpool, has missed. That is Leicester City in the League Cup and Union Saint-Gilloise in the Europa League, and the second game was meaningless. So in the Premier League, our record without Mo Salah is 5 wins and 2 draws, 0 losses. In the League Cup, it's 11 games, 9 wins, 1 draw and 1 loss. In the FA Cup, 7 wins from 7 games without Mo Salah. Absolutely stellar record. And in Europe, 1 win and 1 loss, so only 2 games without Mo Salah. That is absolutely brilliant. What a record from Liverpool. So in total, we have 22 wins, 3 draws and only 2 losses. That is title winning form. Without Mo Salah, our best player, is actually remarkable. So well done to Liverpool, and let's hope that Liverpool can continue that run and knock Arsenal out of the FA Cup. Jurgen Klopp said we don't want a draw, but of course a draw is better than losing, so I just hope that Liverpool don't lose that game, and then we can prepare for the Fulham semi-final as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.